Hello, it's the Sinister Gambino here with a new video. And in this video, I will be talking about the economy in Red Dead Online Beta. I'm mostly going to be going over the gold, however, I will be slightly going into the cash at one point as well. So, my most obvious complaint in this video is going to be, why the heck is a store even in the beta? Like, if this game's meant to be a beta, why exactly is there a way where you can pay money to get gold bars? I really do not understand the logic in that. Like, what if something goes really wrong and they can't, like, salvage a certain type of progress? Does that mean, like, people get ripped off on their gold bars or something? I'm sure it's not going to happen at this point, but still. There was one point not too far before they ended up adding the gold bar store where they were talking about they were with how they might have to reset progress of some sort. But I don't think they really gave too much of a clear answer if that has changed or not. But I would assume with them adding the store, that at that point they know for sure that they will be able to transfer the progress that people make into the final version of Red Dead Online beta. Now you may be wondering, why am I complaining about this when there's games like Fortnite, of course, and then H1Z1, among other games, where they have shops, yet technically they're not final builds. Okay, I get that a lot of online games can technically be considered a beta in some way, shape, or form. But Fortnite and like H1 is a different situation. Their main genre is a battle royale, and battle royales, in terms of the microtransactions, focus on a bunch of cosmetic items only. In this case, you're able to buy things that can actually be beneficial, and you can work your way up as well. If, for example, if you want like the explosive pamphlet or something, like explosive slug pamphlet, for example, you can get that like at any point, sort of, if you have the right amount of gold bars, which gives a competitive advantage and whatnot. But still, and this is a Rockstar title, and I personally feel like open world games work differently than like battle royales. Battle royales, for example, Fortnite, the way they do it is they do things in seasons, and the fact that they aren't anywhere near like finalizing the game of Fortnite, they kind of have to consider the game a beta. Otherwise, they would have to get permission from Sony and Microsoft, as far as I'm aware, in order to get an update published. Similar to what Rockstar Games has to do with GTA Online. Like, yeah, with the tunables, they can do their weekly tunables on GTA Online whenever. But if they want to give the game more of a proper update, then because Grand Theft Auto Online is not officially called a beta by Rockstar, they, for the most part, have to actually get permission to put anything really major into their games. Like Fortnite, for example, they can put weapons in their game without permission. Yeah, you can also argue the Widowmaker Unholy Hellbringer from GTA Online. That was tunable content, but the original place the weapon came from was from the Arena War DLC, which was added in December something, which was an update you had to download. So it's technically part of the update, they just saved the content for later. Whereas with Fortnite, they can just if they want to put a weapon in the game, they can make a weapon and at any point they can add it in the game without having to have a super major update with a new season, for example. If any of this makes sense. But regardless, I want to say right now, the gold bar prices are definitely not really worth it. I really do not think they're worth it. There's even some items, which we'll be getting into later on, that can only be purchased with gold, which is a pretty dangerous precedent for this game. And it's not even out of the beta stage either. I feel like GTA Online is a big influence towards Red Dead Online beta. And honestly, I kind of feel like the gold bar only purchase system kind of is an inspiration even for how Arena War, with some of its clothing, have trade prices, if not every single article of clothing in that update. Okay, now this part is gonna be me talking mainly about the money portion of the economy. Now, like I may have said earlier in this video, I do not have as much to go against the money system in this game as I do with the gold bar system, which will be especially relevant with the next clip that I do on this video. But if you recall, there was an update to this game where the weapon prices were reduced by 40%. So, for example, the Monster pistol was 1,000. 40% away from that, that's $400 away. So therefore, it became $600. Now in single player, the Monster pistol is $250 at max. That's not including any sort of discount you may get from the honor system or one of the stranger missions in the case of Saint Denis. So this gun right here, a Monster pistol, was 4 times the price of the same gun, but in single player. Some people may argue that, of course, it would be like, have fun getting all the weapons in a couple days. Like, what argument is that? Like, you should be able to pace yourself the way you want to in an online game. Doesn't give a good reason for them to really up the prices of everything you can purchase in this game. I've even heard that, and I don't even know if it's still true, that a can of beans is more than what you can get from selling a gold wedding ring at the fence, for example. And apparently you can't even sell anything aside from valuables, I've heard, in this game, as compared to the single player where you can sell like almost anything in the game. What gives Rockstar? Like, what gives? And as I will be going into more detail in the next clip, the gold bar purchases just for weapon colors, that in itself really makes the gold bars not worth it. My bad, I forgot that this clip I was going over a clothing item instead. But this kind of fits what I was meaning to talk about with the weapons and how the gold paint along with other paints in itself don't even make the gold system worth it. Like, I've shown earlier that 150 gold bars, I believe, is like 50-ish bucks. Oh yeah, what I meant to say was 350 is $100, but still, I think 150 is also $50. And the statistic I'm about to give might be really shocking, but in order to get all of the gold paint possible with every single weapon, this is considering the fact that you can dual wield and own 2 of 7 of the weapons in the game. So you can add like an extra 30 gold bars times 7, being 210 gold. The amount of gold maximum just to paint everything gold is 760 gold bars. I am not kidding. I may be wrong to some degree, but I'm pretty positive I remember that number completely right. So, that's like, I think that might even be over $220 US dollars. Like, just for painting everything gold. Like I said, you can buy 2 of 7 weapons because you have the ability to dual wield being all the revolvers, pistols, and then the sauna shotgun. Those are the 7 weapons you can dual wield. Therefore, you're able to get gold on in your customizations on 2 different weapons for the same weapon in certain cases. But legitimately, 760 gold bars I calculated from looking at the single player, seeing how many different gold color options there were for every single weapon, which there was 20 customizable weapons, but of course add 7 because you can have another weapon for 7 of the weapons. That's 27 weapons. Within 27 weapons, most having 6 gold options, being 30 gold, of course, times the 7 by 2 or whatever, making 210 gold, giving you some leeway. Even then, if you don't customize that extra sawed-off shotgun and pistols and revolvers, even if you're saving that 210 gold, you're still almost paying $200 just to get everything gold. And oh my, that is a lot of gold just for weapons. That's not even including all the different things you can purchase with gold, as seen on screen. There's clothing. There is clothing that you can only pay with gold. Yeah, are they colored gold? Honestly, I don't even think so. I think they're just like straight up normal outfits and whatnot that you can only buy with gold. There might even be like horses you can only buy with gold. I'm not too sure, but there's definitely more than just clothing, I'm pretty sure, that you can only get with gold. But you're still paying over $150, by the way, just to get all your weapons gold if you don't buy those extra 7 for the dual wielding. And also, I should mention with the money part that they nerfed fishing. The same update, they reduced the prices by 40%, which fishing, maybe even still, is arguably the best way to make money. Or one of the top 3 ways to make money. Like now that crown might go to hunting, but at one point I heard it was fishing that people really liked making money with. But they nerfed that in the same update. They reduced the prices by 40%, so it was like, when they introduced that update, it was a double-edged sword. They should have at least waited, so that they wouldn't get so much backlash. But regardless, it's pretty much all I can think about for this video for why the pricings are pretty terrible the way they are. Those are my biggest offenses for my stance on, from my perspective on this issue. But I really hope that they sort out, like, the economy. Like, please make gold more easy to get without having to purchase it. Like, I believe from the treasure hunts I only get more than, like, 1 whole gold bar. I don't even think I get a whole gold bar. I think I only get a huge number of nuggets, if anything. So I think they should buff the rate where you get the gold in treasure hunts. Cash, I kind of think is fine as is in the treasure hunts. Especially when you're getting treasure hunts like every 5 ranks. Like for sure, pretty much. At least at some point you do. But please sort out your economy, Rockstar, before you really push out more of these updates. Because years down the line, I really don't want to see this kind of pricing. I get that it's online and you have to make your money somehow with an online game. And the way they make their money, of course, is from the microtransactions, therefore giving us free updates and all. But there's just so many double-edged swords in this way of doing online gaming. And I really hope there's a way to sort of alleviate that later on in the future. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed.